Get a higher paying job, Johnny. Make more, save more, retire happy. That's what you hear. That message is a trap. Hi, my name is Rob Swanson, and if you love the idea of designing your life, you're in the right place. This is the show about real estate, money, and life to get you motivated and help you navigate the road to freedom. Whether you want to start investing in real estate, scale your business to the next level, or sit back and reap the rewards from passive income, I'm here to help you achieve freedom in all areas of your life. So now, sit back and enjoy. This is the Real Estate Mogul Podcast. Hey friends, Rob Swanson back here with another episode of the Real Estate Mogul Podcast. Hey, I was recently reading an article, and the article was entitled, "Young People Want to Retire by Age 60, but Experts Warn the New Retirement Age is 70. Okay, let me read that again. Young people want to retire by the age of 60, but experts warn the new retirement age is 60. Well, who are these so-called experts? Who are these people trying to tell younger generations, hey, this retirement thing, it's going to stretch out a little bit. It's not going to work out as well as you thought. Change your mindset. You can't retire when you're 60 anymore. You're going to have to work until you're 70. Okay, this article was written in 2018. And I ran across it about a year ago, I suppose, and I had written a sort of commentary about it on Facebook because I thought, that is just the wrong message. And retirement isn't an age. And this is the most important thing I want you to take out of this podcast. Retirement isn't an age. It's an income. Let me say it again. Retirement is not an age. It's an income. But that's not what most people tell you. That's not what even so-called financial advisors, the media, maybe your mom and dad, maybe your trusted, confidant or mentor. Well, guess what? They're wrong, because retirement is not an age, it's an income. To pull it off, you need to understand a few insights about income, though. And this is the most important aspect of thinking about, are you doing the right things today to get you where you want to go in the future, right? If you take advice from the wrong people, and if you listen to the truths or the so-called truths of the wrong people, you get an incorrect expectation about life, about income, about retirement, about opportunity, and about possibility. And so in order to turn retirement into an income and disregard age, you need to understand a few things. Now, for the skeptic out there, there's, that person that's sitting here right now listening and saying, I don't know that I buy this. Well, let me give you an example and something for you to think about. We probably all know, you probably know somebody that has a high income, but they have no time, right? They make a lot of money, but they're always working. They trade dollars for hours, and they do it at a high velocity. Okay. They miss family events. They cancel vacations. They have to put in long hours to maintain their lifestyle. It's what the right thing to do is, according to society, right? It's put in the hard work. Now, I want to stop here and I want to say nothing that I'm saying is against high income, and nothing that I'm saying is against hard work. Okay. You need both of those. You need a high income to get where you really want to go faster, and you need hard work. Now, the thing about hard work, though, is there's this concept sort of in the entrepreneurial space of hustle, right? Hustle, hustle, hustle. Well, hustle can only be sustained at the highest levels for so long. So I believe that hustle should be a short burst of focused energy for a specific result. And they're going to be different seasons of hustle throughout your life. And so let's take this high income earner that is trading dollars for hours at a high velocity And that is their sole and only income. I'm just going to tell you this. That's not the right income target for you to shoot for. That income target will burn you out completely because it's a never-ending grind of hustle. And that income won't produce the freedom that you ultimately want. So I'm going to back this up for a moment, and I'm going to say, my kids, as they got through high school and got out of high school and into the real world, I told them a couple of things. And one of the things that I told them was figure out how to increase your income. You've got to get your income up. So make more money, okay? And you can do that as an entrepreneur. You can do that owning your own business. You can do that with side hustles. You can do that, in sales. You can do that in a variety of ways. But one of the things that I told my kids when they came out of high school was figure out how to increase your income, because that increase of income allows you to have the flexibility of cash and cash flow to do things that otherwise other people can't do. So let's take where we are in the world today. Inflation is the hot topic. Everybody's talking about inflation, and things cost more. The most obvious is food, and the second, and maybe even the first most obvious is gas prices, gasoline and diesel. Right? Gas prices are high, and so if you don't have a high income to counteract inflation. And it's not really counteracting it, but to deal with inflation, you feel the repercussions of it, okay? There isn't an inflation problem because inflation can be fixed. If the powers that be wanted to fix inflation, if those at the Fed and those in the government wanted to fix or prevent inflation, they could, but they don't want to. That's not the game. And so you don't have an inflation problem because that problem could be fixed. You have an income problem. If your income is too low and you don't have the ability to scale your income up as prices go up, you feel the pinch. And that's an income problem, not an inflation problem. And yet, people fall prey to chasing the wrong income constantly because most people don't understand what's wrong. And until they figure out what the real problem is, they can't really go to work fixing it. Too many people listen to the wrong people for too long. And so that by the time they actually do figure out what's wrong, it's too late. Or they feel like it's too late. And that's one of the messages that I want to get through in this episode. It's never too late. It's not too late to fix an income problem. You can always fix an income problem because that goes back to a short burst of hustle with a very specific focus for a very specific result for a very specific period of time. Anyone can do that at any time. Do you have what it takes to build a successful real estate investing business or scale your existing business to the next level, but you feel like you've hit a brick wall and there's something holding you back? If you answered yes, then my team of experienced real estate investor, business development consultants wants to talk to you. This is your opportunity to get paid while you learn the business. But this is not a coaching program, it's not daycare or mentoring. It's hands-on learning where you'll put in the work and we'll guide you through every step to split deals and make money together. I'm always looking for ways to expand my real estate investing business into new markets, create more passive income, and expand my hard money lending business. And my team of professional real estate investor coaches are always looking for ways to make more money by helping students close more deals. So we put our heads together and decided to bring on a small number of apprentices each month. This isn't for everyone, and there are a few requirements to being accepted into the program because this is the only program that we get paid on deal splits. If you're ready for the next level, are ready to join our success team, work directly with one of the experienced real estate investors on my team, and you're willing to put in the work and follow our guidance, go to realestatemogul.com/success to learn more. You'll learn what I'm looking for, how the program works, what you get from us, and what we'll expect from you. So do it right now. Go to realestatemogul.com/success. So we're going to talk about this. When you target retirement as an age, there's a good chance you're always going to feel behind the curve. And you'll ask questions like, are you saving enough? Are your investments growing enough? Did you start early enough? Do you have enough time left? These are all the common questions that you're going to ask if you figure out that what I've been doing, this hamster wheel roller coaster that I've been riding, isn't getting me to where I want to go. You're going to ask these questions because retirement isn't an age, it's an income. And so what you focused on is increasing your income increasing your income regardless of age, recognizing that there's this age point out here where, you want to retire and hopefully your income is to the level that you need it to be. Now, this is why this doesn't work. And it's the reason that these questions are always asked, because before the age that you set for retirement, you have to produce the income. You have to hustle, you have to work, you have to grind, you have to produce the income. Then after the age, if your only focus has been on producing a high income, or maybe you never really focused on producing a high income, you just earned an income, you're stuck consuming whatever you produced. And that's the proverbial problem, right? People produce to a certain point in time and then they consume until they die. That's a terrible approach to life, if you ask me. That's a terrible approach. So if you find yourself short on time, short on savings, or if Murphy, i.e. life, shows up and consumes your stored income before you're ready, you end up back on the treadmill. You end up back to work. And even if your income is high, you're back to work because Murphy showed up, health showed up, something showed up that consumed that income that you stored up faster than you thought, and the storehouse ran out before your time ran out. And that's a problem that so many people end up in, and you don't have to end up that way. I always call it the trap. There's transactional income and there's residual income. That's the frequency that you get paid. Transactional is one time. Residual is over time, multiple times. Then there's active income and passive income. That's the effort you put in. So you've got the frequency of getting paid and the effort it takes to get paid. So you've got active effort and you've got passive effort. What you want is a recurring frequency with a passive effort. I call it RP income. You want RP income. And so when you start to think about retirement as an income and not an age, you can retire early. You can retire at any age. Tackle the income side of the equation. Go get the income that you want, that you need. Figure out how to get there and what to do. That puts you ahead of the curve. So think about this. You can retire when your income exceeds your total living expenses. Okay, so if you have income coming in that is greater than your living expenses, and I'm specifically talking about RP income, residual passive income. When your income coming in exceeds your living expenses, you can retire. There's no age that is the timeline measure of when that happens. Okay? It comes back to the choices you make, the vehicles you use to actually accomplish the goal. So, number 2, your income is regularly recurring in its frequency. So your income exceeds your total living expenses. Your income is regularly recurring in its frequency, meaning you do work one time and that produces payments over time. Say you do work one time and that produces income or payments to you over time. And number 3, your income is passive from your personal activity. So you've disconnected the income from the action. You've disconnected hours from getting paid. See, I always tell people, and I have these conversations, you're going to work until you're well into the ends of your life, because people that work are producers. I can't really fathom the idea of quote unquote retirement, stopping, by the definition that most people have. And that would be to stop working, because to stop working would be to stop producing. And I don't want to stop producing. To stop working would be to stop creating value in the world. And I don't want to stop creating value in the world. And so it's not about the end. Retirement isn't about the end. Retirement is about freedom. Retirement is about flexibility. When you get to disconnect the requirement of your time to produce the income, you get to disconnect the hours that you work from the result of the produced income. Now you have freedom. You can go create other things. You can go do other things, and the income continues to come in. So you can retire, not at an age, but when your income exceeds your total living expenses, when your income is regularly recurring in its frequency, and when your income is passive and separated from your personal activity. When your income has these 3 components, you can effectively retire. And it has nothing to do with age, and it has nothing to do with an amount of money that you're going to then consume until you die. That's why once you figure out what your monthly outgo and expenses are, and you figure out how to replace that monthly outgo, right? You've got shelter costs, you've got food costs, you've got various costs of living, you've got clothing costs, you've got energy costs, utility costs, transportation costs. You have these fixed and variable expenses that are known in your life. Figure out what those are. Put them down on a piece of paper. Figure out what your number is, and then ask yourself, do I know how to replace this outgo with RP, recurring passive income? Do I know how to get enough RP income, residual recurring passive income, to exceed my outgo? When you figure that out, you're in the right place. When you figure that out, now you have a very focused effort that you can go work on to get yourself out of the trap. So I want you to ask yourself, are you on the path to producing income that is made up of these 3 components? Or do you need to make some changes in order to get there? See, it doesn't matter how old you are today. Age does not impact your ability to switch your income from active to passive to help you get out of the trap. Age has no bearing. Your ability to achieve results is really impacted by 3 things. Your decision to actually do it. That's on you. I can't force you to do it. Nobody can force you to do it. That's an internal decision that you have to make and decide, I'm going to pursue retirement being an income. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to figure out what's my outgo and what do I have to do to get assets that are producing enough cash flow to exceed my expenses. Okay. Now I just said 2 new things here. Assets that are producing cash flow. At the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to use your high income, whatever the high income side of your equation is, to acquire assets. So the first thing that you have to do is make a decision to actually do it. The second thing you have to do is acquire or attain the knowledge to make it happen. You've got to get the knowledge to make it happen. So I'll take you back 20 some years when I got into the business of real estate investing. And this was in the late 1990s. And I'd kind of come out of the civil engineering construction world, and I was pursuing something else as a side income, a side hustle. What I was looking for was something that would increase my income. Okay. I wanted to increase my income and supplement what I was already doing in a fairly high, well-paid, good position. I wanted to add to it because I wanted the freedom and the flexibility to increase my income. I learned real estate investing. So I attained knowledge about real estate investing, and I began to invest in real estate. And I began to use various strategies and tactics in real estate investing to increase my income. And number 3, it is leaning in on the relationships that are actually going to help you do it. So there's the decision that you need to make, there's the knowledge you need to have, and there are the relationships that can help you do it in a much more strategic, focused, efficient, and fast manner. Okay, so if you lean in on those 3 things, your decision, the right knowledge, and you're willing to invest in that knowledge, and then building relationships with people that you're going to bring value to, and they're going to bring value to you. Investing in relationships, you can get there faster than most people think is possible. And so what you're doing today to change from an age retirement to an income retirement is one of the most important questions that you're going to ask yourself today. What are you doing to move from an age to an income retirement? If you can begin to answer that question and you can make the decision to do it, acquire the knowledge to make it happen, and build the relationships to help you along the way, you're well on your path to making this article that was written that said, young people want to retire by age 60, but experts warn the new retirement age is 70. When you take bad advice from the wrong people, you're going to end up exactly like that headline. You're going to end up grinding it out at 70 years old on a treadmill. That's the mainstream financial advice. I'm here to tell you that's not good advice. There's a better way, and you can go figure it out. So I hope this gives you some encouragement. Go make it happen. Retirement is not an age. Retirement is an income. Increase your income, turn it residual, make it passive, sit back and enjoy. This is Rob Swanson. We'll see you in the next one. Do you have what it takes to build a successful real estate investing business or scale your existing business to the next level, but you feel like you've hit a brick wall and there's something holding you back? If you answered yes, then my team of experienced real estate investor, business development consultants wants to talk to you. This is your opportunity to get paid while you learn the business. But this is not a coaching program, it's not daycare or mentoring. It's hands-on learning where you'll put in the work and we'll guide you through every step to split deals and make money together. I'm always looking for ways to expand my real estate investing business into new markets, create more passive income, and expand my hard money lending business. And my team of professional real estate investor coaches are always looking for ways to make more money by helping students close more deals. So we put our heads together and decided to bring on a small number of apprentices each month. This isn't for everyone, and there are a few requirements to being accepted into the program because this is the only program that we get paid on deal splits. If you're ready for the next level, are ready to join our success team, work directly with one of the experienced real estate investors on my team, and you're willing to put in the work and follow our guidance, go to realestatemogul.com/success to learn more. You'll learn what I'm looking for, how the program works, what you get from us, and what we'll expect from you. So do it right now. Go to realestatemogul.com/success.